So we'll start 5 to 10 minutes to demo, and then we'll go for the demonstration class to so what is Azure components is available, and so how we are going to enhance the skills on this Azure component skills and all. Okay. So for the productivity, just will discuss with a few of the components in the Azure environment. Okay, the Azure is the one of the leader growing fastly to comparing to Amazon as well. So now beforely Amazon is the one of the leading market. It is around 55 to 60% of the market share is available. But now when you comparing to the Azure Microsoft, it is fastly growing. So currently it is across the world. It is around 54 regions is worldwide, and services available 140 countries. So that's what a huge market. When you comparing the last 2 to 3 years, it is only 12 regions is available. Now this Microsoft is launching and enhancing the across the world to cloud technology because of the Microsoft product is friendly, and every layman can learn and can able to manage the things, manage the infrastructure and all. Moreover, this is the high level design component of giving the sessions or teaching this Azure 300, Azure 301. Okay, so this is a high level components. This is actually low level module sessions. So theory standpoint of and technical lab standpoint of, we will go through one by one. Okay, so once the module is completed, you are good enough to practice. There is no dependency at all to any language, C and C language and Java. So it's not required. But our course standpoint of, we are giving the seed of the sessions, multi methods, like we will do the sessions like GUI method as well as the command line method. That is a few 15 to 20 commands is there that we can run those commands and we will execute it. But if you are having that command line and language, it will help you to the empathizing learning in the mode, moving forward. That's what that is I want to share with you guys. That is actually low level slides. Okay, this is the low level what we are going to do going forward. Okay, and this is like high level component which we are going to do. So initially that Azure cloud computing introduction, cloud computing and hands-on labs of storage in, as well as the network, as well as subnetting, everything we have to go. Only five components is very important components, like one is for storage, one is other one is the networking, third one is web apps creations. So these are the few components. We will see this how Azure portal is available. Okay, so here what we need is only for the your subscription in the sense it's required just Azure has given to whoever learners is there. So for them, they are giving the free learning portal from Azure end. This is the web portal. Okay, this is the web portal GUI method. If you have just your email ID, you can give into the some of the few of the details to the portal. It will ask username, password, just like how we are going to create into the Gmail. Like that, it will ask. In addition, it will ask your credit card credential details. This portal in Azure end. Okay, just for the tracking purpose of the Microsoft end. There is nothing to pay. They are not going to charge at all. It is free of cost 1 month. So at this point of time, why I'm not you guys is to create this subscription. So we have 2 to 3 sessions, like theoretical and understanding the navigation, understanding the portal, what are the components is there, that I'm going to teach you guys. Then we are going to create and take the subscription from the Microsoft free tool. And this is for the only for the prerequisite, just only Windows 7. Okay, you do have this your personal PC, that is Windows 7 and higher version. It is enough. That is plenty enough, not more than that. And you require only the your mail ID to get it the subscription of this tool. And this is the Azure portal which we are seeing. This is called, actually this is portal.azure.com. Initially, this is like manage.azure.com. Okay, that is in a classic model. Initially, they delivered the few of the component, few of the services, but now lot more services is given to the enterprise solutions providers to the cloud environment. Okay, so this is the navigation, this is the status bar here, and this is completely navigation bar where we can able to see all the services which is providing the Microsoft. Okay, and coming to the basic, what exactly the cloud. Okay, our layman words, what I want to tell you guys, like just what is a cloud. Everybody in the market, everybody knows nowadays we are using just laptops or tablets, everything we are using. Assume that if you are having some data, you are carrying with your laptop, with your pen drive and all, but now the cloud, and whenever the cloud is entering to the market, the enterprise solution has maintained the data, so without any maintenance and all. So here what cloud is like, on demand. So hey guy, today we require the 2 to 3 systems. Now the business is increased. For example, if you can take the 4 to 5 years back, the Instagram application is started only 5 to 10 users. So just within the 1 to 2 years, the Instagram application lakhs and lakhs of users is going to use. Okay, so instantly, if they are going to build the infrastructure to maintain the server application, so that is very lot of dependency with this. So, but when you go for the cloud environment, whatever today I want 2 systems, tomorrow if I required 100 or 1,000 system. Okay, so it's a matter of the 4 clicks to create the servers and systems. Assume that if you require any 100 or 1,000 system, just we need to make the invoice to the respective vendors, either Dell or Microsoft or IBM. So whoever HP, whoever giving this invoice, we need to provide, and we need to test the environment. We need to build the humans, whoever the employees is required for the depend upon technology. So that is a lot of dependencies at each and every stage. But when you go for the cloud, I require today 4 systems, tomorrow I require based upon business requirement. So it is a matter of scalable. Okay, hey, today I have 100 systems. Now the business is like decreasing. There is some cost effective manner. I want to decrease. Okay, no problem. You can able to scale up and scale down your environment. So depend upon the cost cutting and all. So multi-tenant is the word that we can use going forward, and self-service. Just self-service is like, so how we are using our mobiles. So like that we can able to, if you are in the cloud environment, self-service can able to. So one server if you are maintaining in your enterprise solutions in enterprise world, so it's required Windows admin guy, storage admin guy, network admin guy, and application database guy. So these are the backend people is required to maintain all your environment. But the cloud environment is such a suite. Here is the self-service. Once you are get into the cloud, so if you are the thinking about the cloud is not securable, okay, so this much of components you can manage in the cloud. So other than the components, I can able to myself. So that is here is flexibility available in the cloud environment. Compute storage resources. It's like compute storage resources like servers, a desktop, networking, and all. Storage is like storing the data into the cloud. So see, here is the scaling up and scaling down. I tell you just before right now, scaling up is in the sense just I required only 10 GB RAM with iCore process and 1 terabyte laptop or system server is available. So when it increase the business and all, you can able to scale up. Even more, you can scale out into the systems. That is the flexibility available. And so here there is 3 terminologies available. Okay, So separation of the responsibilities in the Azure, whatever the cloud platforms like Google, Amazon, Alibaba, Microsoft Azure, there is a three component system: IaaS, infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, okay, SaaS. So these are the three service are given all the cloud providers. Just assume that here our on-premises environment, how it is normally structure will happen. If you can see here, like our normal enterprise solutions, enterprise companies is all maintained. So underlying software like networking. If you are going to build any company and all, initially they will design the network. I mean to say private networking and public networking, how to communicate the users as well as directors, VPs and all. They will maintain the networking part. On top of that, storage will they will maintain it. So where we need to store the data, where we are going to access the data, who needs to access the data, who are is the authorized person to access the data. So this is the main underlying software and hardware components in our on premises in the sense. So whatever we are working in the companies, big enterprise companies. So these things they are maintained. Each and every component they need to maintain. Each and every component they are separate BU heads, division heads. They'll maintain. And servers on top of it, they'll maintain the servers. So what kind of servers is required? What is our business requirement? Does it require two servers or three servers? So that is also into the experts advisor is required. So here they will maintain according to this requirement. Virtualization. So virtualization on top of the server, if you are aware or if you are familiar with the VMware. So one with VM server you can build multiple pieces, and on top of it OS will maintain. What kind of OS? We have lot of OSs: Ubuntu, Linux, SUSE, and Windows OS. But our Microsoft is using Windows and middleware in the sense, no, in between the server and the application interaction, there is a middleware. Application developers is required to interaction. For example, there is some banking sector is there. So the outside of front pages, like navigation is different, and the navigation is going to fetch the data from other any database. It could be Oracle, SQL, or MySQL, PGSQL, and runtime. So this is one of the layer to maintain the cloud on-premises environment and data and application. These are the nine components is on-premises. But when you go for the cloud environment, it is each and everything is individual. So for example, if you assume that I have a data, okay, I don't want to give the control to the cloud, cloud provider like Microsoft. If in banking sector, what they will do, hey, cloud provider, just give me the your just only hardware component. You maintaining the hardware component, server, storage, it is such a big risk. That is human capital is required, even capitalization also, and some space is required, and on-premises is required, building is required, AC is required to maintain the servers 24 by 7. Just think about it. This entire thing will maintain the Microsoft or any cloud provider. So on top of it, OS, middleware, runtime, data, and application, we folks going to do. So we will develop the application, we'll maintain the OS, will do the patchings. We will day to day we are going to modernize your application design and all. That we need to do our end. Only the underlying software is going to maintain the cloud provider. So what I want to tell is the hardware component is maintained, managed by the cloud vendor. On top of application, data, runtime, middleware, that is taken care by our end. Why? Because this is our control and this is into the cloud vendor provider control. It's depend upon the situation. Okay. So few of the financial companies, they don't want to willing to give the full of control. Okay. This is called as a infrastructure as a service. You mean to say that infrastructure will maintain by the cloud vendor, and on top of it OS middleware, okay, runtime data application is maintained, managed by us. When you go for the PaaS, platform as a service, entire networking, storage, servers, virtualization, OS, middleware, runtime, everything is going to maintain and manage by the cloud vendor. Only the application and data, only application and data is going to be as well as. See, I am not bothering about my server. I am not bothering about the patching. I am not bothering about the service pack. I am not bothering about the internal components. CPU, RAM, and some of outages will come. That is completely taken care by the cloud vendor. So this is, it's a kind of billing process, okay, based upon pay as you go. So for example, if you take your postpaid cell, we are maintaining postpaid cell, where mobile if you are using, so as much as you are using, the same the bill it will come. So if you use less, you will get the less bill. If you use more, you will get the more bill. So that is the main motto here. And the third one is the software as a service. Here is, I am a enterprise solution, a startup company. I want to start the company. Okay, so this is my requirement. Just give your input to the cloud service provider. He will make the server application, maintain, manage. So everything it will taken care by the cloud. So these are the three layers, three terminology you should have to familiar. Why? Because it's a case-to-case dependency, case-to-case requirement of the company. When we are going to give the design, if you are working in any company, so there is a project, you are going to migrate from the on-premises to cloud environment. So that time your decision making is very important. So if you are building one, any house, okay, if you are approaching the right architect, so he will give the what exactly, what is the place, what place is there, so how we need to build, how to hall is there, kitchen is there, bathroom, everything. So you can, if a good designer is there, he will give the productivity output to the service. Same like here, as a cloud administrator, cloud architecture, cloud designer, should know the each and everything. See, my case, I am familiar with the database. Okay, I worked as a database guy last 5 to 10 years, but it's a requirement of the project cloud. When I was actually, this is whatever we are seeing here, the Azure portal, it is actually different. This is actually Azure Resource Manager, it will call. Complete portal design is called is Azure Resource Manager. Just before 1 year, 2008 December till December, there is a initial launch of the Microsoft ASM, Azure Service Manager. So there is a lot of enhancement is happened, lot of services happen, lot of futures is command, market demand. Based upon that, Microsoft day to day they are going to do the new services, new application, new futures is giving. That's what this Microsoft Azure micro market is growing fastly, rapidly. Okay, so it is in 2017 December, just 9 to 15% of the market share. Now it is crossed about 35 to 40% of the market share. Why? Because already existing market is there. Worldwide, there is a familiar with the Windows platform, so easy to maintain, and even layman also can learn the things. But when you go for the other platform vendor, okay, so there is some dependency, Linux flavor, that's command line. So that's what every enterprise solutions providers services, they're moving to the cloud, into the Azure. So that is the thing will happen. So now this complete navigation Microsoft this is portal.azure.com is the URL. Okay, so here this all the service, whatever service is required, here you can able to see these things. Okay, see the subscription and all is there, billing cost is there. Okay, now today what we will do is, okay, just this subscription end, I already tell you guys, it's required, just it's kind of, only email ID is required, nothing is required. But when you are going to take the subscription from the free trial, okay, we have to give your credit card details. This is nowhere going to charge when you are learning the things Microsoft. Okay, just for the tracking in the Microsoft end. Why? Because if you give the free, multiple duplicate subscribers will come and actually serious learners they are not going to identify. That is what is. And the subscription, free subscription will be available only 30 months, so 30 days. Within the 30 days you guys need to focus and to learn the things quickly. So again you can able to take one more credit card, and when where mail ID is there, we can able to take the one more subscription, we can learn the things. So all about this. Okay, we are also adapting the new certifications related topics we are going to cover. Azure Architect and Azure Design is very, very focused. Why? Because if you are already in the industry, you are working in a IT manager or a delivery head, or you are having a 10 to 12 years experience, it will help you to the in a design way. So in this one, all 102, 102, 201, 200, it will cover each and everything. So we are more focused into the AZ 300 and 301 will cover together. So what we are going to do, so we will create one VM. So VM in the sense virtual machines. Now, if you required one server, okay. So first building a server, building a procuring a new server, it is a lot of dependencies required. But when you go for in the cloud portal, just it is only 3 clicks. Only 3 clicks. Okay, just add. See here you can able to do the multiple ways. Okay, so here you can able to click and create, add one VM or server, and here also we can able to go and click I'm canceling here. Okay, here create resource, so it will ask. So these are the actually images is already predefined by the Microsoft. So whatever the environment we have, Windows servers, Ubuntu server, web app, SQL server, whatever you require, you just take and procure your thing as a learn things quickly. So if I want to create one VM, we need to create resources and click here. It will show. Okay, uh, it will create the VM. Okay, we discuss this each and every component, every stages we require. Okay, so these things we learn. This is one way to create a VM, and the other way is directly you can click here and it will ask to add VM. Okay, so it will ask VM, same navigation will come. This is the second type. Third type, by using of the command line PowerShell, it is a 2 to 3 commands. This is a common commands we can use. Just I'm showing you guys. This is not like by using of this also you can able to create. That's what I'm saying. It is not a mandatory to create the VM by using of any scripting knowledge. You can able to do the things by the GUI method as well. That's what I'm saying. Here is already created 2 VMs, okay, for my environment. So I have stopped and deallocated. So once you received we have created one like subscription, you have created one VM. Okay, if you are leaving that, it will see. Once we created the subscription, we'll get the 1300 USD, 13,000 INR will credit. Okay, so it is free of cost to learn the things. So billing and all, how many hours you require to maintain. So this backend everything is maintained. by the cloud vendor only, storage and all. So we'll create the one VM. Okay, how the navigation is going on, how to create, what are the prerequisites required. I'll show you guys, and we'll discuss theory about a virtual machine and then demo with the creating of the one VM server. That's it. Thank you. Thanks for joining session, and bye bye.